Hi, welcome. On this video, I'm here once again with Cooper for service dog training, and Cooper is in phase 2 of service dog training with the focus beginning to shift more on responses. Now, just like the prior video, I'm going to be working on the assist to stand response with Cooper and adding a chair into the equation, okay? But getting Cooper to begin to associate the chair with the assist to stand in terms of being able to support, being able to lift, okay, and beginning to shape that response. Now, again, like before, I'm going to move with him. I'm going to be using the leash to get him to go into the position that I want, the response I want. I'll be rewarding him at times for a better response. And again, focus on, again, beginning to get him to accept some influence, some weight, while beginning to hold more and more steady. So I'm going to start to move here with him. I'll start to move with him here, get him going here a little bit. Stand. Good boy. Stand. Good boy. 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 So right there was the longest moment so far of him holding. Now the same thing, he wants to go into the sit position. Stand, good boy. Stand, good boy. But I'm keeping him going here at a certain pace. Stand. Good boy, stand, good boy. Now, as I bring him around here, I'm going to bring him over to the right side of the chair. And I want to situate him. So again, this begins to mimic, and now here's the thing, I'm going to line this up. This begins to mimic being like in a restaurant or a location where, again, getting it set up so that he can start to associate being with his owner in terms of assisting the right way. So for this position here, and again, you will have seen me do this on prior videos with other service dogs, setting this up so he's going to start to perform that response, the stand response, but from a position of being right next to the chair. So again, coming from a seated position to a standing position, okay, beginning to get him to respond by way of the command. So here I'm going to move him a little bit, initiate the response, stand, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy, good boy. Good boy, good boy. Right there, now he tries to sit down, that's fine. What I'm doing, I'm shaping it, I'm going to bring him back again. So I'm just beginning to line this up. I want him to stay in the position, so tap and nudging a little bit. And do this a couple times. I want him to stay up and do a sit. Give the command here again. Cooper, stand. Stand. Good boy, 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 good boy. So right there, goes back to the sit. And notice I'm giving him reward on the actual response itself. So here, you see how this is kind of developing, is I'm working towards, and this will start to happen, is him moving into a stand position more and more right from just popping straight up. But right now, because again, I'm starting to shape this, I have to get him to establish that association. I have to actually create that response. So I have to move him somewhat. But the idea here is for me to start to shape this so that I have to move less and less to initiate it. Okay, this is kind of how it works. Cooper, stand. Good boy. 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 And that was the best yet. So I'm going to kind of stop on a good note, okay? And that's the thing too, as you do this type of shaping exercise, okay, it's always about trying to stop on, during a good moment, okay? You have to kind of anticipate that based on how much training you're doing, but that was a great moment there, okay? So again, and that's when it gets, some more reward. So again, saving the reward part of this for what I want, beginning to shape this. But you can see there how I'm kind of starting to develop that from the seat position, but already starting to come together. He's already starting to get it, okay, starting to create that association. So So again, moving him forward at times, but again, starting to introduce the chair to the equation as well. You're going to be working a lot on this week to really get this going together, because this is something that his owner can start to practice a little bit when he goes back home. Kind of a fun little exercise, it can be. Yeah, but again, Cooper's doing really, really well. Thanks for watching.